Enfant is a subsidiary of Golden Corporation. Golden Corporation is into wholesale and distribution of food and non-food products. Enfant handles the distribution of non-food products such as toys, accessories, clothing, furniture, and toiletries. Enfant is a baby specialty shop that caters to the needs of the mothers for their babies. For a baby, only the best will do. Enfant has over 17 specialty shops and 150 outlets nationwide.
So I'm here today with one of the most loyal customers of Enfant. Good afternoon, sir. May I know your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Cruz, and thank you for that wonderful introduction.
So, Mr. Cruz, how do you find the products of Enfant?
The products of Enfant, I think that they're made out of high quality materials, as well as they're easy to use, easy access, and my baby, they don't have any allergies when they use the products.
I see.
So overall, I think it's the product is good.
So how do you find the service of them?
When it comes to the service, most of the time they're good, but then sometimes they still rattle. For example, there was this incident wherein I was asking for the price of this certain product, and because there wasn't any price tags, so when I asked them, they didn't know where to get the price list, or they had to ask the managers to verify the price of the product.
So what's wrong with this?
Um, I think that since it's their product, they should know the spectrum of the whole product, the in and outs of it, and I think it includes the price of the product.
Well, it just so happens that I know a little bit about Enfant myself. Enfant employees undergo a 2-day lecture where they learn about the company Enfant and its products. So, anyways, thank you for your time, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you.
Training flowchart. At the start of the training, which lasts only 2 days after hiring, the employees are briefed about the details of the company, his or her responsibilities as an employee, and is off to start working immediately. Notice that it was never mentioned that a proper training procedure, together with the necessary job training, existed, where the employees can learn about the processes in a way that won't damage the name of the company, if indeed the employees makes a mistake on the job.
Aha! So now we've seen a potential problem in Enfant. So we now move on to the failure mode and effects analysis, where we can detect the problem and try to solve it. Here's an example of an Enfant chart. For Enfant, we have the function, which is to achieve customer satisfaction by meeting customer demands. And then the potential failure mode for this is if the employees were undertrained or overtrained. The potential effects of this failure is that if undertrained, the employees won't be able to meet customer demands. If they are overtrained, there is an unnecessary added cost without added quality. The potential cause of failure here is if there is not enough experience and know-how for the employees. And for the overtraining part, there is zero marginal output. The current process control right now is that we have a 2-day lecture on company and products. What we recommend is that they commit the new hires to 6 months worth of training for those who are undertrained, and they should not train more than the marginal output of 0. This means that they will not undergo training that is worth more than what they can produce. Because TQM is a continuous process, the leaders should be able to monitor their progress. And by monitoring their progress, they will be able to determine what the actual amount of training is needed for them to produce at optimal level. The responsibility and target date of completion is on the 6th month, where they are either replaced or they can be permanently hired. But take note that this does not mean that quality assurance stops there. Quality assurance is a continuing process, and because of that, after the 6-month period, they should still undergo reviews to ensure that the quality that they produce will uphold the name of the brand and it will satisfy the customers. Note here that there is no action taken, because this is the part where we will see what happens after they apply this.
So we find that one of the biggest problems of Enfant is its HR process. But what makes it so important? It's because one of the sales approach of Enfant is the B2C approach. What is the B2C approach? Come on, Jay.
B2C is also known as the business to consumer,
process. In Enfant, a customer arrives, and this is the first step. The second step is that the employee will approach and offer assistance. This marks the first interaction between the customer and the employee. The customer decides whether to buy or not. If the customer does not buy, sales are terminated. If the customer does buy, the customer proceeds to the cashier. Once the deed of transaction is done, then we have a sale.
So what TQM concept can be applied to Enfant? The Six Sigma process uses a methodology called DMAIC project methodology. The DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. Define the system, the voice of the consumer and their requirements, and their project goals specifically. Measure key aspects of the current process and collect relevant data. Analyze the data to investigate and verify the cause-and-effect relationship. Determine what the relationships are and attempt to ensure that all factors have been considered. Seek out root cause of the defect under investigation. Improve or optimize the current process based upon data analysis using techniques such as experiments, poka-yoke, or mistake proofing. And finally, work to create a new future state process. Set up pilot runs to establish process capability. Control the future state process to ensure that any deviations from the target are corrected before and they result in defects. Implement control systems such as statistical process control, production boards, visual workplaces, and continuously monitor the process.
As you can see, Enfant does not have their own quality management system for training people. As a leading specialty baby goods retailer with more than 100 branches nationwide, they should ensure the service of their people, not only the products they provide. Our quality project for Enfant centers around qualifying for an ISO 9000 certification. There are 8 basic principles that our 6-month training will focus on. The first is customer satisfaction. Feedback forms are to be taken seriously. Store personnel should always interact with the customers coming in to make a good customer relationship with them. The second is establishing a good leadership. The branch manager's goal is to motivate everyone to achieve the company's vision and not just their personal quotas. This is because good leadership will empower your people and will inspire them to work better for the company and not only for themselves. The third is the involvement of people. There will be weekly meetings wherein the manager will discuss with his branch team on updates, problems, and get feedback of each individual from his team. Thereafter, the manager shall conduct a decision-making process that utilizes the feedback from his people. This is to ensure that the people feel that they are involved within the company and that they feel that their sentiments and opinions are valued. The fourth is the process approach. Early on, we discussed the Six Sigma, wherein we defined, measured, analyzed, improved, and controlled the system. So here, we will be applying this approach. So activities of people who are the main resource in providing service shall be effectively managed by the staff and the manager. For the fifth, there will be management system approach. There will be team building activities to create a bond of competitiveness and to foster friendliness between the teams assigned in the respective branches. This is to ensure the holistic growth of the whole company. The sixth is continuous improvement. Total quality management involves continuous improvement. Reaching a quota or a financial goal is not enough. The store personnel must understand this during their 6 course of month training. This also means that we have to continuously improve the system, and their training and their development does not stop. The seventh is the factual approach to decision making. The decisions of the branch manager will be based on the feedback forms discussions during their meetings. They also have to have a contingency plan as a backup in case a crisis arises. Number 8, and lastly, is to have a good supplier relationship. And according to Enfant, their relationship with their supplier is quite good. All in all, total quality management will improve the process of Enfant. It will increase their customer satisfaction by creating good relationships with their customers. It will not only train their store personnel but develop them as a continuous process of improvement. The people will also be more involved and feel empowered, and they will become more efficient in their tasks. Thank you for watching Enfant's TQM.